What's up everybody, your boy TFG Reacts right here. I'm here for another reaction. This was recommended by Kami, that's how you say it now I believe, yeah, this is gonna be top 10 most powerful weapons in anime. And yeah, this is made by, I'm not sure which channel this is made by, but it's not by Watch Mojo or anything. But so yeah, without further ado, let's check it out. I've seen top 10 anime weapons, but this is like apparently different. Spoiler warning.
This is part 3 of our weapon series. To
Whoa,
see the
is
first
that real,
two lists,
bruh?
click on these annotations. Enjoy!
Anime America.
Well, we started with top 10 weirdest weapons, and then top 10 most iconic weapons in anime. Now we're going to end our weapon series with this list, the most powerful weapons in anime. For this list in particular, we're looking for weapons that can cause the most amount of damage whether they look like powerful weapons or not. By that, I mean we're looking at weapons a character can hold in their hands that can perform a surprising amount of damage. This also means that we will be excluding armed vessels, satellites, and other weapons that are not portable at ease. So no mechas, no warships, no starships, no Death Stars, no Ethereans, and no huge cannons like the Dimensional Cannon, since it can't be transported or carried easily. Just singular weapons that can pack a punch. Which weapon in anime causes the most amount of damage? Let's find out. Here is Anime America's top 10 most powerful weapons in anime. Number 10. The 10 Commandments from Rave Master.
Yeah, I've seen Rave Master
Wait,
before in the top
10
10.
Commandments? Why is it called that? Can it part the waves or something?
The top 10 anime weapon, yeah.
Oh, it's a sword that has 10 forms. That's
cool.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So the 10 Commandments is a sword that draws the inherent powers of the Rave Stone. It has 10 forms corresponding to the nature of the stone's ability summoned. Each form, as you would guess, have their own ability to help Haru Glory in any situation. For example, the Silpharian form grants him supersonic speed, allowing him to attack multiple times. The Malforce form allows him to pull or push his enemies away, as well as paralyze them. And the Explosion form can... Exactly. There's more forms to cover, but you get the gist of how powerful the 10 Commandments sword really is. Number 9. Keys? Nah, you just summon people. Urza swords? Nah, they're cool though. The Etherean?
Ethereon is an absolute last resort. It is more dangerous than the R system itself.
Nice, but that's a huge magical satellite that can shoot massive beams from space. Can't even hold the damn thing. Isn't there anything from Fairy Tail we can use?
Magic power transmission complete. Buster Marm, redeploy!
Ooh, that'll do. The Buster Marm sword from Fairy Tail. During the Daedalus arc, a strong Exceed named Panther Lily carries around a huge sword known as the Buster Marm to protect the Daedalus kingdom.
If one Panther Lily equals one Panther in length, then the sword's equal to 4 Panthers long.
No one cares about that, they just want to see a fight!
When Happy and Gajeel were set out to destroy the giant Lacrima, Panther Lily flies in to stop them by any means necessary. His Buster Marm sword is one hell of a sword. Not only does it look intimidating in size, but it packs enough strength to cut through earth and iron. Just not iron dragon scales, as Gajeel pointed out. But still, it's a pretty powerful weapon if it can cut through earth and iron.
But I'm still making you my cat! He shattered my Buster Marm sword.
Well, that didn't last long. The Buster Marm sword. it can shatter earth and iron with ease. Just not Gideon.
Yeah. He has a special line.
Number 8. Gideon from 7 Deadly Sins.
What the heck? How are you supposed
Sacred
to carry
treasures
that?
are pretty unique weapons, but Dian's Gideon
don't
hammer
be serious.
is on its own level. Not only is it as big as Dian, it's also a highly destructive weapon that can cause massive damage. With one swing of the hammer, the Gideon hammer can destroy massive lands, take down mountains, and even cause earthquakes.
Are you serious? That's too...
Now, that's a pretty powerful hammer, and a
too
suitable one for our lovely giant. Stop! Hammer time. Hammer time.
Wow.
Number 7. The Fire Sword from Bastard.
The anime is called
Oh,
Bastard.
how I love this ridiculous
Oh, my
show.
days.
A fantasy rock opera featuring one hell of a main character. I just wish it had more episodes. Well,
wonder
in
why
one
it's called
episode,
Bastard.
Dark
Why?
Schneider infiltrates a castle that hides the Fire Sword as a trap, no less. It was once used by Ninja Master Gaara, but was somehow unable to master it, to which he left it as a trap in his own castle. How could you not master a sword? What's so special about it if...
Wake with fear, little one, for you have released Ifrit, the fire elemental!
You do not look friendly, sir. This is Ifrit, a 300-year-old fire elemental who is bound to the sword and has a fiery attitude. Literally, this guy could burn down multiple villages and then some with his fiery power, if he wanted to. A sword that contains a fire demon and cause massive damage, the Fire Sword from Bastard really is a powerful weapon worth noticing.
Then he mastered it.
Number 6. Here! Bleach! Now there's peace in the weapon series! You can rave in the comment section now!
Yay. Wow, this is a big
So this is gonna be interesting to read
be
since I
Ichigo.
never really watched all of Bleach, but I do know it's got some powerful weapons here and there. In general, we're going to give this rank to Zanpakutos. Depending on their wielder spirit, the Zanpakutos can be pretty powerful weapons. They can even take on many different forms to the point where, I've just lost count already. One of the most powerful forms that I'm going to talk about here is Ichigo's Zangetsu.
Yep.
Yeah, I know there's more forms out there, but I'm going to talk about Zangetsu. Deal with it. How powerful are we talking about here?
Get stuck.
Well, damn. It just cleared the sky. Sure, it can take down buildings in a single swipe, but it just cleared the sky. Look at that. That's just pretty powerful right there. Given the circumstances, Zanpakutos can be powerful weapons, as long as the wielder has a powerful soul.
Imagine on the weather app, well, it's cloudy. Ichigo just made it clear.
Number 5. Apollon from Heaven's Lost Property.
What kind of name
Icarus'
is
very
that?
own bow of pure destruction. This cute little angeloid may look innocent enough, but you don't want to mess
death
with her,
machine.
especially when she's packing this baby. The Apollon is a highly destructive bow. It's so powerful that if Icarus wants to, she can wipe out an entire country. Well, that's just not clear, since countries come in different shapes and sizes. What could be powerful enough to take out, say, all of China, would wipe out the majority of Europe. How big of a country are we talking about here, people?
Whoa.
Regardless, to know that this bow can take out a large, massive land proves that this one-of-a-kind weapon is very powerful.
She never even used it. Wow.
Number 4. The Caster Gun from Outlaw
I haven't
Star.
watched any of these
At
animes.
first, we were thinking about adding this weapon to top
Some
10
old
most
school
iconic
ones.
weapons, but given its full-on capabilities, we believe it deserved a spot on this list. Sure, I've stated before that the Caster Gun can shoot massive lasers, but did you know
It's a
it
laser
can
gun.
fire bullets that create black holes?
What?
Not even joking. If Gene Starwing can find certain bullets for the Caster Gun, it can create miniature black holes that could suck in his enemies.
Oh, that
It only
is
places
sick.
at number 4 though, since it's not that destructive. I mean, the black holes he fires can only suck in one target. It turns them inside out, but the black holes can only suck in one person. Still, given the fact that
That's
this is a
sick,
gun that can fire huge lasers and black holes, this gun just had to place on our list of powerful weapons. Number 3. Vash's arm cannon
Head of
from
Trigun.
Trigun. I know a lot of people
this one.
wanted to see
Yeah,
Wolfwood's
this one
crossgun
is- this
under
one's
most
badass.
iconic
I've seen
weapons.
this before.
But the main rule of Anime
Badass.
America's weapon series
There's
is one
guns
weapon
and
per
rocket
show.
launchers and-
For most powerful weapons in anime, we thought we needed to reserve Vash's arm cannon for this list in particular. Why Vash's arm and why this list?
Whoa, the city's gone. This is number 3, imagine number 1. Yeah. Probably gonna destroy a flipping galaxy. Is he destroying the moon? He destroyed the moon.
That hit the moon. It hit the moon. It hit the moon, and it made a crater. It hit the moon!
Sailor Moon.
So Vash has a laser encased in his body that is so destructive it can wipe out an entire city, leaving it into ruin,
Oh, now it destroyed the
and
whole
make
moon, okay.
craters on the moon.
Crater, whoa.
That's pretty powerful. Both Vash's arm cannon and Wolfwood's crossgun are memorable weapons. But for this weapon series, we had to choose Vash's arm cannon for this list of powerful weapons.
Damn.
Number 2. Iya, Sword of Rupture
Heard of
from
Fate
Fate
Zero.
Zero. You guys wanted me to choose Excalibur, but did you forget this bad boy? Iya is the most powerful weapon from this series as wielded by Gilgamesh. It is so powerful it can, if allowed to, wipe out all of life itself on the planet.
Like I said,
What
number
the
one's gonna
hell?
be wiping out the
Yeah,
galaxy.
the sword is capable of opening an abyss, capable of crushing all of creation, and the center of the storm is not calm, but rather a hole to hell itself. The wind pressure creates a vacuum that takes all things with form, the land, the atmosphere, and the sky, into the whirling void.
What the hell,
Jeez.
man?
This sword is capable of destroying the entire planet. And once everything is returned to nothingness, only Iya
would you
is
give
left to
someone in the
shine
anime
with a
a
brilliance
weapon
like a
that
star
powerful,
of
yo?
creation amidst the destruction. The very first
what
thing
is that?
illuminating the new
What is
world.
the point?
Well, isn't that something? Makes me wonder what can top an entire planet's destruction.
Destroying a galaxy?
Before we move forward, here are some honorable mentions.
Innocence from D Green. I've never watched any of these ones. I've heard of this company. Gideon Margi. They're probably all just like normal weapons. Oh. Tokyo Ghoul, yeah. Yeah, the Kagome, that was strong. I just recently finished watching Tokyo Ghoul, Look at this anime.
And the number 1 most
Here
powerful
we
weapon
go.
in anime
Destroy the
is...
Galaxy, watch.
So, I did all my research, I asked you all on Facebook for suggestions, and did even more research. I begged you all to find me a weapon powerful enough to wipe out planets and galaxies.
Yeah, like I said,
You came
man.
close with some of these weapons, but none of them came close to the power of number 1. I tried to find a more powerful weapon than this one, but I couldn't. And to top it off, this weapon was mentioned several times on Facebook, and my own team couldn't disagree with this being number 1. Given the criteria of this list, and with all the research you and me did together, this has to be the most powerful weapon, probably overpowered weapon, in anime.
What the hell is that? No.
The Silence Glaive from Sailor Moon.
I've never watched
Oh, I can hear the comments now. Of course Robin would put Sailor Moon on a list. Of course she'd find a way to make Sailor Moon number 1. Yeah, well, listen to this. Saturn's attacks are based around silence and destruction, death and rebirth.
Oh
she has the ability to annihilate a planet and even
Legit,
an entire galaxy, as well as resetting the evolution of the same to 0. All of which these powers are granted by her Silent Glaive. Sailor Saturn's awakening is greatly feared by the 3 Outer Scouts, who believe that upon fully awakening, her tremendously strong, destructive, and deathly powers will bring about the end of all existence, as she did the same during the Silver Millennium. You heard me right. Once the dark, malevolent energy Queen Beryl unleashed was getting out of hand during the Silver Millennium, Sailor Saturn brought an end to the Millennium using the Silence Glaive. Everything was put into ruin. The kingdoms that reigned in other planets, Saturn destroyed them all.
Wow,
if Serenity, the Messiah at the time, hadn't have used her powers to resurrect everyone to live on Earth, the Milky Way galaxy would have been lifeless. And no, this is not her powers alone. All of this destruction and death comes from the glaive itself. Saturn wields it, the glaive does all the work. We debated on putting the silver crystal on the list, but the crystal is known to draw out a person's full energy and use their magic to fight. So pretty much, the silver crystal is a huge energy source, a magic power enhancer, not really a weapon. Saturn's glaive is the one that causes all of the destruction, and as proven in Sailor Moon Stars, Saturn can't do anything without it. By dropping the Silence Glaive on its sharp edge with the intention of bringing about an end of everything and everyone, she turned everything to nothingness and oblivion. Sailor Saturn, the goddess of death and rebirth, bringing oblivion and silence with her Silence Glaive. For its capabilities of wiping out all of life and existence in a galaxy, Sailor Saturn's Silence Glaive is without a doubt the most powerful weapon in anime.
How much is left of this video? Oh, it's quite a long video, man.
I hope you all enjoyed this weapon series. I know it may have seemed confusing, but we were just trying to divide up all these special weapons in an anime. I know a lot of you may have seemed disappointed with the absence of multiple weapons from certain shows, but we were doing our best to bring one weapon per show in this 3-way weapon series.
Okay.
In the end, I hope you've had some fun watching these videos as I had making them with my team. Be sure to leave a comment down below telling us what you thought of the whole anime weapon series. We really do get a lot of help on Facebook, so if you want to help us with future top 10 lists, please follow us on Facebook.
Well, okay, that wraps off the top 10 most powerful anime weapons in anime. Yeah, I can't really say anything about those just because, you know, they are strong, you know, and half the animes on there I have not watched. What was on there? Fairy Tail and Bleach, I've watched them, that's it, yeah. The rest I have no idea. But this was a great list, I enjoyed it. Thank you for requesting this, Kami, and hope you request more. And also, you can request me other stuff, guys, too, like, you know, it doesn't have to be anime, you can send me other videos, everything, you know, just, yeah, anything else, you know. So, like and subscribe, guys, that will really help me out, and most importantly, share. Boy TFG, peace.